Hi Tarot Tribe, it's Ethany and it is First Impressions Friday, which means I have a new deck for us to explore and discover together and go through. This week it is the Blessed Be cards, or Blessed Be Oracle. It just says cards on the back here. And this is, or Blessings cards. This is by Lucy Cavendish, who is a fellow Australian witch, and artwork is by Jane Star Wheels. It looks absolutely stunning. Look at that reflection. It's like infinite Ethnies. I'm in a bit of a silly mood. This is by Blue Angel Publishing, which means it's got a beautiful hard box. It is a 46 card set and it has the guidebook inside. So I'm going to swap out cameras like I always do, and we're going to go through this deck together and discover the Blessed Be cards. Okay, so now we're going to go through the Blessed Be cards by Lucy Cavendish and Jane Star Wells. So a mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower. So it's doesn't say that it's like an oracle deck, it's like a blessing deck. I'm just gonna get the wrapping off. Now this is being published through Blue Angel, and you can get these decks on Amazon, the Book Depository, through Llewellyn.com, and also US Game Systems. And this came out last year, so I'm still going through the large number of decks I have to unbox. So I love purple, it's my favorite color, so it's got a beautiful cover. Little piece of paper. So that's the inside of the box. Then we have the guidebook, which I will go through. The back image. Okay, so the back of the cards are really pretty. We have beautiful birds on the back. I think there might be sparrows. I'm not really a bird person, so I don't really know what kind of birds they are, but it's got a beautiful Celtic pattern, and also it's purple, and I do like purple. Alrighty. Number one, a blessing of earth. Now, the artwork is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And look at those dryads in the tree. I love Celtic design. I like the borders too. They actually feel as though they add something to the deck. I wasn't a fan of the other fairy oracle deck. I think I might have given it away, the fairy forest one, because the borders and the back I didn't feel like they fit, but this is very different. Number two, a blessing of air. And I do love me anything with bees on it. And being a Gemini, I also really quite love that. A blessing of fire, number three. And these would be gorgeous. If you're a practicing witch or pagan, you can even use these in your quarters. Using decks for magic is really great because it's very portable, and you can use them on your altar, or you can use them as the elemental parts of your circle. Number four, a blessing of the waters. It's so pretty. Number five, a blessing on your day. I feel like I need this one by my bed at all times. Number six, a blessing on your sleep. As many of you know, I get bouts of insomnia, or I wake up very early in the morning, like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and can't get back to sleep. And I love owls. Owls are my spirit animal and are connected to my matron goddess. More bees! Number seven, a blessing on the senses that gift the world around you. These could also be really gorgeous for Sabbath work. So this says to me like Ostara or Letha would be a really, really good Sabbats to use this for. So far, I'm thinking these are all white people in this deck, and I think it's going to be one of my major problems with it. Number 8, a blessing on your intuition. And you can't say, in 2019, no one better come at me on this channel and say, but it's Celtic. Yeah, there are people of color all over the world. Let's not do that. And there have been for a very long time. A blessing on your intuition, that's really pretty. So that's probably going to be my one massive note on this. Number 9, a blessing on your health. And again, and I've said this on many occasions with many decks, that often the artwork is taken from a portfolio of artists, of an artist, and then an author is paired up with it. And so Lucy has the right to be paid, and so does the artist. So it's not necessarily as though the creator or Lucy Cavendish would have said, I'm commissioning these pieces of art. I'm guessing. As you can see, the card size is about the right, or the same size as most Blue Angel cards now. The deck is quite glossy, as you can see the reflection of the window that I'm sitting near. And so that's something to be aware of. I just find that frustrating when I'm trying to photograph something for a client or for like my Oracle Wednesday posts. The cardstock is $3.50. It's quite sturdy cardstock. Blue Angel do a really good job on that. Number 10, a blessing on a home. I do feel as though these cards would be very good to be used in magic work, and I'm sure that's covered in the guidebook. Number 11, a blessing on the children. Oh, that unicorn is too cute, and I really want her hair. Number 12, a blessing for a mother. Number 13, a blessing for good men and fathers. Number 14, a blessing on a friendship. Now this is the back image of the book. Number 15, a blessing on your family. Oh, this is a beautiful card. 16, a blessing from your ancestors. I do like me some Merlin. I love me some Merlin, Oak King, Dumbledore goodness. I really do. Hermit, Gandalf, magic. 17, a blessing on your love. I'm not sure if anyone's actually going out with someone who looks like that. I'm sure there is someone better. Number 18, a blessing for good work. And I'm going to go stick that on my desk so I can get to finishing my writing project. And that Kingfisher is gorgeous. 19, a blessing on your creativity, and that's going right next to it. So again, I feel like even working with these, I would work with this deck, in a more specific, like picking the intention of the cards. Number 20, a blessing on a new venture. I love archery. Number 21, a blessing to bring prosperity. Yes, God. Number 22, a blessing on a journey. So again, I had another little inspiration here. Say you're going on a trip or a holiday, you could put out this card on your altar or on your space while you're away to hold space for your blessing while you're away, and also put protective traveling stones such as moonstone, which is great for traveling people, around it to create a little spell for yourself. Number 23, a blessing of protection. Number 24, a blessing to find your way. Number 25, a blessing to find the truth. Another good one for writers. Number 26, a blessing for the right words. Number 27, a blessing on a resolution. Number 28, a blessing to heal a relationship. Number 29, a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided, and many of us have been there before. Number 30, a blessing to lift sadness. Can be used for healing spaces. Number 31, a blessing of forgiveness. The cover image. 32, a blessing for peace of mind. Number 33, a blessing on your boundaries. Number 34, a blessing for a fresh start. I really do like the borders, I think, and the fact that they're the same, all different colors is so rad. 35, a blessing to bring clarity. A beautiful knotwork. I don't want that crown. Actually, I want that whole outfit. Like legitimately, I probably wouldn't take that off, except maybe to like sleep and shower with the piece there. Number 36, a blessing on your wisdom. Looks a little bit like Avalon. Cameron. Avalon. Number 37, a blessing for unity where once there was division. Oh, we have an older person. Well, this is the second older person. Number 38, a blessing on growing older. Number 39, a blessing for support. Number 40, a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. Number 41, a blessing for solace and hope. Number 42, a blessing for healing of injury or illness. Number 43, a blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. Number 44, a blessing on a homecoming. Number 45, a blessing to shield and safeguard you. And number 46, Morrigan's blessing of peace after battle. So I guessed it right at the beginning of the deck that this was going to be all white people. Oops, I've knocked the camera. And I was right. And this is one of the reasons why I do these unboxings, because if you want to get the deck and you are disappointed because of the lack of diversity in it, you can watch something like this and find out beforehand. So I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to try not to hit the camera again. So I hit the tripod. So they shuffle nicely. I rarely have difficulty shuffling decks, even though I haven't got the biggest hands, I've got the smallest hands. So shuffles pretty well. Card stock is pretty standard for a Blue Angel deck. A blessing for good work. Isn't that funny? I said I was going to go put that on my desk to help me get through writing. I'm actually writing my guidebook for my next deck. And how funny is that? So we're going to have a look at that. Now let's have a look through the guidebook. Dedication. Introduction. A short note on the sacred nature of difficult times. invoking the blessing, inviting the divine to bless you, reversals, then reading with your cards, 3-card reading, 1-card reading, elemental blessing reading, phases of the moon spread. So there's a number of really good spreads there, and Lucy actually goes through how to like properly, like to the left place a card, that kind of thing, so it gives instruction. The 13 moons, 13 blessings spread, a little bit about the Celtic New Year, caring for your cards and their energy and the lifetime journey through the blessing. And then we move into the card messages, and then right at the back about the author and the artist. So I'm going to find number 18, a blessing for good work, and that's a good amount of, the guidebook's actually quite big. That's one thing I do really like about Blue Angel work. And then we have a blessing to bring to you work that offers you opportunity to grow the soul, to create and be fulfilled with those who will allow you to develop the talents that lie within you. And then a whole bunch about the blessing. May your work bring to you blessings and never leave you or tire you beyond what you can do. May each day begin with anticipation for the unknown work you will do, and may it end with the satisfaction of knowing that you brought the gifts of the day and change for the better thanks to the work of your 2 hands. So if any of you are familiar with pagan blessings, or it's kind of like a prayer, it can be said as a prayer or a little spell or an offering, or a mantra, or a way to give energy to. And so when you're blessing something, you're giving energy to it. So you're giving energy to good work. You're asking for its, a goodness to go to it. And that's the way the guidebook has been written, as a way of saying this is how we're going to bless your good work, and this is what that's going to feel like and be like for you. So I really, really like the idea of these cards. I think they're going to be very good, as I mentioned in the video, for altar work, for work around the home. If someone needs healing, or something of that nature. I don't know if I would ever use it in a reading, but I might give it a crack. So you can get this deck from anywhere that you buy decks from. I will pop a link below as to where you can get it from, or one suggestion. And as always, thank you so very much for watching.